Whammy, what's up? All right. So I told you guys that I was going to give you some updates on what I've done with the XDM 3.8. Now, the reason why it's taken an extra day is I had an unfortunate thing go on in my family. Um, my god brother was shot in his head twice. Um, 2 days ago. And so I don't have to even go on from that. I think you guys understand. So, anyhow, um, here we go. So, it is called the PRP um, trigger kit. Now, there's a bunch of them, but I don't need to change the trigger itself because I love this trigger, the flat face trigger. I don't need to change that. So I kept that. Okay, I kept that trigger. I like that flat look right there. That's nice for me. So I put the other parts in there, just specific parts that I felt are most important. Okay. Um, so So there's a spring. You see that spring right there? All right. So that spring there, that's been replaced with the competition spring. This right here is basically the safety plunger. And the spring for this safety plunger, that's a reduced weight spring as well. Okay. So that spring there, that there. And there's also a spring at the end of the firing pin. It's just I replaced that with the other one that came with it, but I don't believe it's a reduced weight. It might be, but I don't think it really is. But anyhow, that and then right here, there's two springs here, okay, and I replaced one of the two of those springs. The spring that comes over here and right there, right at the tip of my finger there, that spring is the factory spring. It stays there. There's no, at least that I seen, there was no um, aftermarket upgraded version of that. That just is what it is. The other spring, which is the sear spring, that's further up here. I've heard it being called the sear spring, and it's also called something else, but power spring or something like that. But anyway, there are two springs that are literally like intertwined, like they're two separate pieces, but you put one through the hoop and then they look like they're one spring. So that one, get it, zoom in. There we go. That one that's up higher, closer to this side, that one's been replaced. That is the um, aftermarket, spring that helps with the trigger weight. And the other one you're not able to see, but it is literally the trigger spring. Okay, literally the trigger spring. And that has been upgraded to the competition spring. So, what that does, all in all, let me put this back together so I can show you guys. Because the first video, if you haven't seen the first video, scroll back and you'll see what the weight was. It was basically like 4.2 pounds. Okay. So it was basically 4.2 pounds factory, right? So going to show you what it is now. Now we have, and I went over like how this is supposed to be done right and all that good stuff. So, There we go. There we go. All right. All right. Okay. That one, I didn't get a very good that's showing a 3-4, but that's not a very good, I didn't get a very good grab on that. That was a horrible job. Let me do it again. I've done this like 20 times, so I know what it actually is. So hold on here. Like I said, if you don't do your part, there we go. All right, now you can see it. Okay, can you see that? There we go. That's 3 pounds flat there, buddy. You can actually say that's a little less than 3 pounds, like 2.95 type of a deal, all right? But we're just going to call that 3 pounds. So it dropped it from a 4.1, 4.2 pound area to a 3.31 area. Okay. So it dropped it an entire pound. All right. So that's awesome. So this is where it's at now. Before it was about right there. So that's what it was before factory, and that's what it is now. About a pound, 1.1 pounds, 1.2 pounds less is what we have. Now, the weight is reduced. That's awesome. That's cool. But it's more than just that. It's more than just the weight. So maybe you can see some. Now, one thing that's awesome about these, even from the factory, is there is virtually no over travel. Now, understand the difference between over travel and like creep, right? Over travel means once it breaks, it still keeps going back. That's over travel. Like it has room after the break. This, even from the factory, there's no over travel. Once it breaks, it's there. It's done. No over travel. All right, but there is a little bit of travel between the wall and the break, right? So there's another piece that I can add onto this that would remove that completely. In fact, if I replace the trigger alone, if I just replace this, not nothing else, just this right here, I could completely like remove any travel between the wall and the break. It would hit wall, break, right? So I can do that. It costs about 120 bucks, but I could do that if I wanted. Didn't feel the need to. I like what we have right here. So wall, okay, wall. Now, if you've seen the other one, maybe you'll notice that it is a little different now. Like getting to the wall is quicker. It feels much lighter and it's quicker. It's right there. That's the wall, okay? And then, right? And there's no over travel after that. When it breaks, that's why you see that piece back there behind the trigger. That's to stop it. That's to stop the over travel. If that piece was not there, then it would keep going back and hit the wall and we would have some over travel, right? But we don't. Awesome. Cool. All right. So try that one more time. Wall. Gosh, it gets there quick now. Wall. Break. Much better trigger. Much better. Wall. Break. Sweet. Love it. Oh, reset. get the reset there for you. That's like the biggest part of a trigger is the reset. All right. All right, there we go. Wall, that's the reset. So it's tactile. You heard it, and then okay. Now there is like this there's like 2 clicks on the factory trigger, right? There's this click that happens the moment that trigger is released. Like the moment you release it out of this right here, is like literally the moment you just ease up off of it just a little bit. You'll hear this click. And then once you get out here, then you'll hear the actual reset click. That's what was happening with the factory trigger. Now, it doesn't do anything. Like it's not like it's not a negative that would like mess someone up or throw you off or anything like that, because you can't mistake it for the actual reset, because not this one. I'm talking about the factory one. You couldn't take it for the actual reset, because when you hear it, you're not even up off the trigger yet, right? It's like this. It's hold on. Let me see if I can try and mimic it. It's like this is the wall. Try to get some light. Okay, there we go. It's like this is the wall, and you'll hear the click right there. It will right there. So it's like right there. You see what I mean? Like it's nothing. You can't mistake that for the reset. So and the sound is much different too. It's a much lighter type of a click. But anyway, it would go, like right there, click, and you'd hear this little weird click, and then you'd get your actual. Well, I didn't reset it, but or did I? Okay, yes, I did. I'm tripping. And then you'd get your actual reset, right? And then there you go. So anyhow, we have a 3-pound trigger now. Wall, break, beautiful. Reset. Let me see. Can you see it from? Let me see if I can drop my fingers, and there we go. Reset. Right there. See that little creep there? Break. So in between the wall and the break, there is like the factory. There used to be like I would say like 3 more like small little positions between the two. It was like wall, and then it was like creep, 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 break. Right? With this one, it's wall, creep, break. So it's much better, and all the way around. The trigger is much better. My groupings are going to be much better. The speed of me shooting is going to be much better with this. Just all the way around better trigger. It's awesome. How much did it cost? What was it called again? PRP. It's called powder something precision. I'm sorry, you guys, but just type in PRP. I'll put a link. Put a link in there. I got you. Put a link in there. PRP. All right. And there's another company that I'm friends with the owner called Springer Precision. And that's where I'm going to get my other 2 parts to enhance the trigger just a little bit more. It's called Springer Precision. And you can get the same kit that I got for this through them. They also have kits for everything else, Glocks, SIG 320s, you name it. They've got a lot of other goodies too, accessories and whatnot. Springer Precision. Go ahead and look them up. All right. So the other thing with this is I told you guys about these mags. And one of you said you could only get 11 bullets in your 11 round mag. All right. Well, so first of all, two mags come with the gun, right? So here's the 2 mags that came with the gun. They come with that 11 round, it's 11 round mag with an extension, okay? And it's supposed 1 round extension. So it goes from being a 10-round mag to an 11-round mag as far as they say. Okay. So what I did is I bought another mag, a 15-round mag with the sleeve. And so that's this. Okay. And now this is supposed to be factory 15-round mag, but now it's a 16-round mag. Why is that? Because I put the extended little piece here, I put that on here. Okay. Now this one, this bottom, the flat face, that's what comes on it from the factory, right? Is one just like this. But I put the other one that was on this, I took it off of here and I put it on here. So now instead of it being a 15, and you see that, instead of it being a 15-round mag, now it's a 16-round mag. And this is not an 11-round mag, it's a 12-round mag. Let me show you. Not only am I going to kick out 12 bullets you're about to see, but then I'm going to put 12 in, okay? So, and by the way, you see that these are black talons. I got a lot of 10mm ammo, and I made a video on that as well. It's called 10mm ammo types you may have not known about, something like that. Scroll down, you'll see that. All right, here we go. So I'm trying to do this so you guys can see it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, on the floor, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, now maybe that was a magic trick, right? So just in case that was a magic trick, hold on. Get out of here. All right, here we go. Dang, that was far in there. All right. Just in case that was a magic trick, let me go ahead and put 12 in there. Okay. So, I got these two at the bottom. These are some PPU hollow points. Pretty wide mouth there. I'm going to test them out on some meat, bones, and some cool stuff like that pretty soon here. So anyway, let's get it going. All right. This is the 11-round mag, right? All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just making sure you guys can see it. 9, 10. Here goes number 11. And here's number 12. Now this is going to be a little difficult to put on video because it is hard to get in. And so I really got to push in. And typically I hold it down, like push down in. So bear with me here because I'm trying to do this so that you can actually see it. So maybe if I turn it this way. All right. There we go. 12. 12 rounds. Well, does it fit in the mag? But Eugene, does it fit in the mag? Fits in the mag. Even if I put a round in there and then top it off, same thing. So now I have 13 rounds total. Okay. round in the chamber. 11 rounds left in there. Took one out, still see 10. Took that one out, and one that was in there. So that's 12 rounds, guys. Now, hopefully, now that I've done that, you can take my word for it, and I don't have to go through 16 rounds to prove to you that that other mag is a 16-round mag. What I am willing to do is kick out 16 rounds if you guys need to see that. So how about let me know in the comments if you guys think I'm BSing and you need to see the same thing with this mag to see that 16 rounds fit in here. I'll do it for you, and I won't even charge you for it. All right, so these are 16 round mags and fit in here just fine. Now I have a sleeve. There we go. And these sleeves are much better than those X grips for Glock. Much better sleeves. So we got a sleeve here, and that way, are we in there? We're in there. All right. So now, boom, there we go. We've got 16 rounds in the mag. Okay. Now, this was my point that I was making in the other video here, is that the bonus of this is the fact that if I want to go full size or full grip, I have that, right? So when we talk about, and it's not even about Glock, M&P now, EAA Witness, you know, you name it. Oh, there's the Rock Island double stack 1911 that holds 16 rounds, right, of 10 millimeter, and so does this. This holds 16. So if I want to go that route, here I go, right? I have that full size now, no problem. It's a beautiful grip. I've got that full size, right? And that's the beauty in this thing. I can go full size grip if I want to, run 16 rounds. No problem with the ejection, because this thing throws the mags out, right? I can go just the flat regular 10 rounds, right? There goes that like subcompact grip basically. So now we're down at 10 rounds, or right, we can go, there we go, we can go 12 rounds. Now, as you see, when you fill it up like that, you do have to, you know, get it in there. You got to push it in there and get that click. I've been training with it, and when I'm like actually training, I drop this and throw one in there, and I don't have to do all that. It's when you're in the motion, when you're in the movement, you know, there's more power going through it. You're going through the motion, and you just, you know, put it in there, and it's no problem at all. But when you're just like trying to like just put it in there, you do have to push it to get that click. Now, some of you may not care for that and just want to stick with it being 11 rounds. And I totally get that. And I don't knock you at all. Like, because 11 rounds, and here's the proof of that. So now there's 11 rounds in here, and then I just took one out, and it's much easier to put in, right? I don't have to do that push. The 11 rounds, very simple, goes in very easy, right? Same with this 16 rounds. We take it down to the 15 rounds, and it goes in just as easy as pie, right? So I understand if you don't want to put that extra one in there because, you know, you don't want to have to push it in all, you know, hard and whatnot. I get it. I understand. I just wanted you to know that it's possible. It's there. Time's getting up there. So one more thing I want to show you besides that. Me personally, I keep those full like that, 12, 16, because when it's in there, it's in there. right? And what I'm not concerned about while I'm concealed carrying is having to do a mag change and then having to like put it in real hard. I'm not worried about that, because I know that the mag that's in there, that's all the way in there, it's already in there. I don't have to put it in there. It's in there already. The mag, my backup mag, I make sure that, like, if this is the backup mag, I make sure it's just 15 and not 16. Whatever the backup is, it's going to have one bullet less so that I don't have to go through that. So that's how I do it. But the one that's in there, it's full topped off with one in the chamber. 13 rounds. When I have this one, it's 13 rounds, one in the chamber and 12 in the mag. And I'm good to go in a Glock 19 size grip. That's awesome. All right. Now, the other thing that is awesome, let me put this back. Let me top this back off. That I noticed is, and somebody brought this to my attention, is the fact that if you take a Glock, why didn't I bring my Glock in here? If you take a Glock and you press down on this, it's going to move. It's going to move up and down, budge. It's going to, like, extremely noticeable. You're going to see it. You're going to even hear it. Okay. With this, nothing. It is freaking, like, it's on there. It's tight. It's not moving. It's not budging. It's in there tight, man. When I seen that, I was like, yo, that's a trip. It's just much tighter. And it's because it's a match barrel. Not just that, but the engineering of the gun itself. Like, they knew what they were doing when they put this together. They did a very good job. And so that's another thing that just kind of sets it apart, engineering wise. So I hope I'm not missing anything, because there's a lot that I want to tell you guys, and I hope that's everything. If not, maybe I'll put it in the next video, but I hope that's it. Pretty soon I'm going to have a red dot up here. I don't want to tell you guys what red dot I'm going to use. I'm just going to put it on there, and then you're going to see it. And I think that's it, you guys. Man, it's an amazing gun. Ambidextrous everything. Ambidextrous mag release. Blah, blah, blah. Ambidextrous slide release. You know, it's just amazing. I'm thinking about getting this aftermarket. There's another one that sticks up just a little bit more, and you can get them in different colors and blah blah blah. Don't know if I actually want to do that. It's just a thought. But yeah, man, the trigger is much nicer now. And ladies and gentlemen, that is why you always go through the exact same motion every time to check to make sure the gun is empty. Because I literally just had a brain fart and forgot that a mag was in there. What happened? Round in there, take the mag out. I've never had a negligent discharge in my entire life. Why? Because I go through the motions. I never, ever, ever skip. Never. Right? And you're talking to somebody who managed a gun range. I dealt with guns all day long, every single day. Never, ever, ever. And I've been shooting since I was 8. I never take a shortcut. Always remember that. Anyway, oh gosh, I forgot what I was going to say, but oh well. That's it, you guys. Oh, I love that reset. Love this trigger. Love everything about it now. I have another video coming out, you guys, where I'm going to give you the rundown, the history of the 10mm. So look out for that. And hey, you guys are doing awesome. Like, the questions that you're asking me in the comments below, keep it up. Try to answer everything that pops up. And when you respond to me, I know the next video to make. So the channel really is for you guys. You know, it's for you. Based on how you reply, that's how the videos come out. So props to you guys, and I appreciate you sticking it out with me, and hitting the like and subscribe and sharing. I appreciate it. I've been at this for a long time, and now it seems like it's starting to pay off because I have you guys, you know, responding back with me and conversing with me, and I appreciate it. Much love. Whammy out.